Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Rich Guzman.
Hey guys, I'm Coach Ace.
Welcome to Ace and Rich Hot Seat Coaching Live, the place to come
To learn how to
Hey guys, how you
make
doing?
money.
My name is Rich
What is
Guzman.
going on with you today? You okay?
Very amateur.
Oh, you all right?
Sinus.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's not feeling good.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. See, you can tell when somebody's doing videos if they're not well. They're not really up on their game. But you're going to try your best, though, right?
Place to come to learn digital marketing, because why? No one teaches digital marketing like Ace and Rich.
Okay, he's doing good. Okay.
All right, come on, let's do this.
All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another week of our episode here with Ace and Rich for Hot Seat Coaching Live. This is Friday. Thank you so much for being here. Who do we have here on the live? We got Julie, we got Rashida, we got Eugenio from Puerto Rico, we got Mr. Donald Candies, sweet as can be. Nancy Park, good to see you. Jamie Nari, good to see you, Jamie.
Thank you, Jamie.
Yeah, what's going on? David Toomey, hey, what's up,
Dave.
everybody?
David, how you doing?
Awesome. Be sure to like, comment, and share. And we're going to do all that we can to make it pleasant for Rich, actually. He's dealing with some sinuses.
Major.
Hey, I can relate.
Yeah.
I can relate. I know what it's like. The pollen is so thick out there. It's like green napalm out there, isn't it? Like everybody suffers from sinus congestion, and it's just normal. It's just normal. It's what happens.
The funny thing is, I was fine all day.
Yeah.
An hour ago, it started with massive headaches and.
Gosh.
Oh yeah, it's horrible.
I know I get like that. It gets me, and then I start feeling it in my right here, my cheek, and down my jaw.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, same here.
I don't like bad sinuses.
But you know what? It's all about serving. So
that's right. You see that even when we're not feeling good, you know what? We're still here for you because we love y'all. We really do.
Jamie said I get some hemp oil. You know what? I might get some hemp oil. I got a hemp place over here that's like really nice. Thanks for the tip.
So, I mean, what's been really happening with today? I know one of my posts that I posted today is, did everybody meet their monthly goals? Did you meet your monthly goals? Let us know in the chat if you met your monthly goals. I mean, because if you haven't, why not? Right? We gotta address that, right? And on top of that, we're gonna get into the content, because that's not the content. But I do want to ask everybody, what's going on with your businesses, how things are going with your results, see how things are really moving up.
Hey, Eugenio, don't tempt me. He says he just needs a cold beer. I said, don't tempt me.
Well, that's where you came back from.
Because,
he just got his beer.
I waited in line, a very long line. It's crazy.
I mean, it was like, that beer is so worth it. You'll bring a chair out to sit in line. That's right.
Me and Aiden
camp out with my son.
Yes.
In line.
Yes.
Waiting for some good beer.
Yes. I have a picture of it. I was sharing it later.
Does that beer sing the Star Spangled Banner or something?
Yes, it does. Very, very delicious.
Okay.
Now, guys, we're going to talk about exactly how to get into digital marketing and earn a full-time income. There's a lot of people that get into this business and have a hard time earning a full-time income. So we're going to reveal to you all the steps that are necessary so you understand the process of earning a full-time income online, which is going to really put things in perspective for you. Okay. Now, what I will be talking about, and what Ace will be talking about this evening, we've studied for many, many years, and some of the information that we've gotten for tonight, one of the mentors we learned from Neil Patel. Right,
Neil, yes.
We learned from him
Neil
as well.
Patel.
And there's just too many to list, okay?
Yes.
So let's get started. I want to get the show on the road. I want to get this rocking and give you guys some value, because I love serving, okay? So, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, guys. The first thing when you get online is you got to think about being positive. I know that it's kind of like obvious, but you would be surprised how many people just don't know how to stay positive. Anger issues.
Come on.
Beliefs,
admit it. I do.
Belief systems.
I'm a hothead.
Negativity. Just because something's not going your way.
Yeah.
Man, you got to stay positive, even when the shit really pisses you off.
Even when it's like bad, things are not going your way.
Yes.
You're doing everything right.
Yeah.
And you think you're doing everything right. You're told to do everything right. All of a sudden, things just work up against you.
Hey, Gordon from Montreal. How you doing,
and you
buddy?
just get upset about it, and you can't really stay in flow. You can't stay positive.
That's one thing that I've learned throughout the years. Even when I was going through a really tough time mentally for myself, being successful, losing it all, having to start all over again. And it was it was like the mountain was bigger the second time around.
Mm-hmm.
The mountain was bigger the second time around, but I still stayed positive. I still kept my chin up, and I just kept focused. And that's really hard for a lot of people to do, especially if that happened to you, that would be a really big challenge. Think about like climbing up a mountain and then having to fall back down the mountain, and then that mountain just completely crumbles, and you have to climb up a second mountain, but that second mountain is a lot bigger than the first mountain.
Well, most people who suffer from that problem are very pessimistic, so it's kind of hard to shift from pessimism to optimism, and that's where you have personal development to help you out.
No, it's true. This is why personal development is important.
Yes.
But guys, get positive in your business. Enjoy the process.
Yes.
Love the process. Understand that it is a process.
And it's worth it. It's worth it.
Oh, that's exactly. It's worth it. Now, here's the other thing, and I know you teach this about setting goals.
Yes.
You talk about SMART goals.
Yes.
Setting clear goals are very, very important. And goals doesn't have to mean money.
No.
Especially when you're starting out, because you have to be realistic with yourself. You have to set goals as like, okay, I want to set, I want to have my list built, up to 5,000 by this and such and such.
You got to be specific. Yeah. You really got
to be
specific.
So if you're starting to build a list right now and you immediately, think about like, I want to build a list, but you got to be specific on what number. So I want to have 20,000 on my list before 2021. You can do it. But it's up to you to make that commitment and set that goal. So that's a good example of setting a very clear goal is put a date with it.
Right.
Not just say, I'm going to do it, but, set a date and look for the result, right? And it's so funny, guys. That's a result.
Yes.
My first 1,000, my first 5,000 on my list, my first 10,000, my first 20,000.
Yes.
Put a date on it and attack it. Go out there and just do it. And these are what I call results. And the money will follow when you follow results.
But the thing is, you must be realistic with those goals, because you can't just come into this in digital marketing and go, okay, by this date next year, I'm going to make $2 million. Let's be realistic. You want to make $2 million, but you have a minimum wage mindset.
And that's a very good point. That's a very good point, because you have to understand if you want to make $1 million, you have to look at your offer.
Exactly.
Is your offer has that type of funnel structure to bring you to that number.
Exactly.
Right? In a certain amount of time.
Right.
There's many variables when we look at this process, and we have to be realistic, like you said. We really
have to be realistic. So don't make that big astronomical, number and be like, I'm going to make 2 million or 1 million by next year in a year. Well, you don't know what's going to happen in that year. You got to be realistic. So start with 30 days. We can all do 30 days, right?
Yeah.
Break it down for 30 days,
Nice.
60 days, 90 days. That's the way we measure our goals. It's 30, 60, 90. And then start applying the things that you're learning, and then start keeping track of all of the actual growth that is happening daily. And as you're measuring each day what's happening, then each week we'll start tallying up all those results. And then each month you'll be able to measure out if you're on the right track or not.
Exactly. The other thing is, and we do this all the time, every day, guys, sometimes even on weekends. Weekends, family time, but sometimes we build relationships on weekends. Somebody reaches out, and they want to know more about like what we do right there. Right? That's always building relationships. We are always building relationships.
Especially with internationals, because, we're kind of flexible with internationals, and we'll meet them a little earlier in the morning, because we're flexible like that on the weekends. We'll do that for them because, they're international and they're different time zones. So you got to be understanding about that, Yes.
We're always building relationships. And we do it like on social media, but we also do it with our lists as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So there's different processes in place, different strategies. Okay. Skill sets you need to build to understand this, so you can always be building relationships and be successful in doing so.
Yes.
Okay. The other thing is, create a clear brand identity. Okay. Like who you are and what you stand for. I'm going to go into this one because I know that you've been doing a lot with branding.
Yes. One of the things that you have to understand, it's not so much just putting a picture up on social media and making sure that your picture is attractive on your profile. Your message has to be matching that market. Write that down. Okay. Hi, Kevin. You want to make sure that you have a clear, defined message of what you do, how do you serve the marketplace, okay? What you do and how do you serve the marketplace. If people are going to your profiles, whether it be on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, your message has to be congruent with your branding. And so that means everything in your message, from the tagline to the mission statement to the content that you post daily. I said daily. To the content you post daily, okay? And you must make sure that you do your research and start studying who's in your market.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have a clear understanding of who's your customer avatar, who the hell are you talking to? Right? So you must understand branding goes it's like a whole different aspect here. You can't just throw up a pictures, make it look pretty, show a couple dollar signs and be like, this is branding. That is not it. If you take a look, go to our profile or go to any of our clients' profiles, you will see that we have been helping our clients brand themselves properly.
Yes.
And this is why they're getting results. This is why attraction marketing is working for them, because it ain't just having pretty pictures and looking good, right? It's more about the message. Has to match the market.
Actually, have min pins.
What did he do? Just jump up here? Yeah. He's always jumping up here. It's like he knows we're going live, you know?
Yeah, he knows.
But yes, absolutely, Rich, with branding.
Yeah, branding is so important. And you have to, like we talked about before, the message matching the market.
Yes.
All those things are very necessary, guys. And these are skills, right?
Yes.
And sometimes it takes time to understand this, and that's okay.
Yes.
And be okay with it. But just know that when you make that first step, you're taking a journey, okay? So just listen very closely about what we talk about today, because this is all about digital marketing.
Yes. The next one I want to talk about is finding your focus.
Yeah, that one
finding your focus.
That one is something that really is a tough one for a lot of people.
It is tough because let's face it, we live in an ADD society. Everything is grabbing your attention. If it is in videos, it's some article. If it isn't the article, it's some news, some breaking news. Somebody passed away, a celebrity, unfortunately. It's like all this stuff is like happening during your day, and it's during your work hours. Why that time, right? Like you're trying to focus and you're trying to get stuff done, and then all of a sudden you got to see all this stuff that distracts you. Listen, all that stuff and aside, it's entertainment. But I rather have the edutainment in front of me rather than the entertainment. Does that make sense? Edutainment versus entertainment. Like you can entertain me, but not during my work hours. You need to entertain me during the hours that I schedule you to entertain me. But my edutainment, I want education, plus I want it to be fun. I want it to be something engaging. I want it to be something that I'm attracted to, something that I'm looking forward to. I'm hungry to learn. So education and entertainment combined is known as edutainment. I'd rather be diving into that content and staying focused so that way I can get what I need to get done in my task versus being entertained. You get that?
Yeah, you called it also infotainment.
Infotainment, right?
Yeah.
Getting information. Edutainment, infotainment. Yes.
That's hot. That's
yes.
Good. Man, this is some good stuff.
Don't entertain me. I'll pick 9 o'clock in the evening before I go to bed or something like that for it. You know what I mean? Like schedule your distractions.
Now, this is something that I live and breathe. So pay close attention, guys. I live and breathe this every day. I don't invent things. Okay? I model after success.
Big one.
And this is a big one because
big one.
You have to understand that, in digital marketing, someone already walked the path before you.
Yes.
So why are you trying to figure it out?
Yeah.
Let me repeat that. Somebody walked down that road before you.
Mm-hmm.
So why are you trying to invent something? Why are you trying to figure it out? Why? When literally all you have to do is model after what works. It's a great thing about affiliate marketing and right in digital marketing. We can see that someone already created a product, tested it, already know that it sells. All you have to do is sell it like the way they sold it, right? And you can create, get a little creative. There's nothing wrong with that. But when we try to reinvent the wheel, when we try to, say, well, I'm going to do it my way.
Yeah,
my way, I know
that's a recipe for disaster.
that is a recipe for major
Big one.
major failure.
Yeah.
And this also ties into people who are not coachable.
Exactly.
When people want to think they know it all, when they want to do it their way, this is why they keep struggling over and over and over again.
And I'll try
because,
this.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Because they're not coachable.
And I'll try this because I was a case study.
Yeah.
I was that person, right? Who can relate to this? I was that person. I thought at the age of 17, getting started in this industry of network marketing, that's how I got my first start with the home-based business umbrella. And I thought I knew it all. Go to a couple conventions, go to a couple meetings. I got this licked. I know what I'm doing. But the ego took over. And I didn't spend enough time to learn more about the skills that were required with this business. There was more to it than meets the eye than just becoming a distributor and selling a couple of products. And I didn't see that. And I kept reinventing the wheel. Oh, if I do this home party this way, or if I do this meeting that way, or maybe if I train my team members this way, right?
Yeah.
That didn't work. And so it's important that if you fall into this trap, to identify where it's coming from, you lack the proper mentorship. That's where it comes from.
And mentorship is key.
It is so
to
key.
all success.
If you're doing it on your own and you're reinventing the wheel, it's because you lack the proper mentorship. You don't have it. So you figure, since I ain't got no support from anyone, I'm just going to do what I got to do for me. And I'm going to do it for me. I'm just going to do it myself.
And now here's the thing.
Don't do that.
when someone comes to a video,
yes,
even like this live here, and they've never done anything online before. Mm-hmm. One of the things you want to really get in your head is you got to get yourself online.
Yes.
You have to get yourself online.
Mm-hmm.
This is the norm now. Okay. Like working is becoming not the norm anymore. Online is becoming the norm.
That's it.
Okay. And you really got to get that in your head.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you got to put yourself in that place. So get yourself online. Forget about the old way of thinking. Forget about the old way of doing things, okay? Yes. We are moving into an information age. Actually, we're already in an information age, okay? But we're moving into an AI age right now. What's happening right now, we've gone from information age, now we're going to an AI age, okay? Artificial intelligence, if you don't know what that means. Artificial intelligence.
Love artificial
intelligence. So get yourself online so that way you're not left behind and you're learning what's up and coming and things like that. We had a great training last night. With Michael Price.
Oh, it was fabulous.
And we talked about AI technology and what he's doing for our team members and everything. And even it was a special thing that I did. I told you about it.
Oh, yeah.
All the students that we mentor and that I mentor in List Building Mastery,
they were invited.
Wanted to invite them into our team training because
they were there.
Normally I don't do that because they're not on our team.
Right.
But it was because I know what the training was going to be about. It was more what's working now. And the value behind that was just so astronomical.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't want nobody to miss that. It was amazing. Even Tracy, like, oh my God, I was blown away. Me too. Like I was asking questions.
You were there.
I was participating in questions. Like I kept I'm like, I want to know this. I want to know that. I was so excited about where we're heading.
Yes.
It's just gonna be more effortless, which is awesome.
Yes.
Now I'll let you do this one.
Yes. The next thing that you also want to consider when you're getting involved in digital marketing is to create a killer portfolio. Make sure that you understand that this is so key. Creating a killer portfolio is going to create that capital so it's never running out. I mean, how many here would raise their hand, or if you're not here, we usually do this on stage. Why don't you post in the chat? Who here would like a bank account that is always replenishing itself? It's always replenishing. Like you look at your bank account, you don't have a problem. Literally, it's replenishing itself always. That's what we mean by creating a killer portfolio. Okay? So you never have to worry about money ever again. Like, don't worry about it, because it's consistently coming in. And it's coming from multiple sources of income. And you're creating multiple pipelines. You get out of the headspace of, I love my company. I wear their shirt. I wear their hats. I dress like a monkey. Like literally, come on now. You have to focus on the you brand. The you brand is more your business than it is anything that you sell. It's always coming in the same household. It's your killer portfolio we're talking about here. You want to elaborate a little bit more?
Yeah, I mean, the UA business model is very important, and a lot of people forget that when they get online, because when they're into affiliate marketing, digital marketing, what they do is they focus on everything what they're selling, but they're forgetting that that's not the only thing that you can sell.
Right.
And it blows my mind. I'm like, wait a minute, don't you know that you're in control? You can have so much more control of your business when you can sell whatever you want to sell. Now, this is huge because if you think about, let's say you're in a company, okay? I don't want to say any names, but just XYZ company, and you're excited about it. You have the product. They have a digital funnel for you where you can actually promote it, drive some traffic, make some sales, and things like that. There's going to come a time where that exact funnel is not going to be as effective as it was in the very beginning. So you have to build that killer portfolio of different offers that are literally going to help you make more capital in your business so you can stay afloat and keep running your business and also be free 100% online. And what I mean by that is like 100% from your job.
Yes.
Because if you rely on just one offer, like back in the day, like I could rely on one offer and it used to work back in the day.
Yes.
But in today's marketplace, you have to. It's like essential.
Yes.
You have to make sure that you have more than one offer, and you have to test different offers to make sure which one converts, which one doesn't, and you build that killer portfolio of offers that actually sell like this. Yes. And when you do that, you have more offers to go to, and you don't have to just rely on one. Never, ever rely and put all your eggs in one basket and rely on that one thing, because it's not going to work. You'll make some money, you'll be happy, you'll get excited, but you have to think like a business owner and an entrepreneur. You Inc. business model.
That's right. It's you Inc.
It's you. It's not this incorporated or that incorporated. It's you incorporated.
That's right.
So you have to put that in your head. Very important.
Exactly.
When it comes to digital marketing.
Now, speaking of putting eggs in one basket, we want to talk about those eggs. Rich, what if you need more extra capital?
If you need more extra capital, well, I can tell you what I did, because I can only go by experience, right? So when I lost it all and I had no more money and I had to go back to work from being successful, what happened was I had to get a job. I had to go back to work to the same place I left in the first place. And when I went back to that building, I had a different mindset. So I got hired. It was only part-time. So I had a little bit of money afterwards, but not much. So I had to, advertise a little bit here and there as much as I could and keep building my list from scratch. However, I kept applying for full-time. The first time I didn't get it. The second time I got it. And when I got it, once I got full-time, I told my boss, I said, look, now that I got full-time, give me the most hours as possible. Well, be careful what you wish for, because I ended up working the 12 to 16-hour days. And I was okay with that because I was on a mission. My goal was to create capital. You see, an entrepreneur, the way an entrepreneur thinks is, how could I create capital for my business? How could I always get in that mode of constantly creating capital?
Yes.
When you understand this, that's when you start to graduate that first level entrepreneurship. You start to realize, like, wow, I'm really an entrepreneur now. I know that this is the way I should be thinking.
Yes.
And this is huge. And you start to go into a new shift about how money works. It's not just about like, okay, I'm making money, I'm buying all these unnecessary things.
Yeah.
I'm creating money for myself. I'm investing in myself. I'm investing in mentorship. I'm investing in what? In advertising to create more capital. Okay. Sell some things if you have to. In the very beginning, I had to create capital for my first business in 2008. And what I did was I sold my 2006 Yamaha R1 50th anniversary edition. Now you could imagine that bike was at the time brand new, because I brought it out brand new. I think it was about $12,000, $11,999 for that bike. And I did a layaway because the guy knew me from previous bikes that I purchased. And it hurt when I let it go, but it was a sacrifice that I was willing to make to get into this game. Okay.
Yes.
And I can tell you, a few years after, I got my bike back. I bought a brand new bike, got it back, same one, same year, same model, everything, because it was something that I had to do to prove to myself that I could sacrifice something and get it back without no problem.
Not only that, but when you're moving capital, when you're building extra capital, you have to also add to learning how to move money around smartly.
Oh, you see me.
I see you move money around, constantly moving money around. And, because it's embarrassing to an entrepreneur. I mean, do you really call yourself an entrepreneur when you actually struggle with paying your monthly dues and your fees for your domain name, and you have to pay for your subscription for your autoresponder, and you have to pay your taxes and things like that? Like, you know how embarrassing that is, that you have to cancel your primary business subscription just because you can't pay for something else that has to run the business?
Right.
Should never be in that position.
I've been in that position a long time ago.
And we have. And this is why you have to create a funded proposal to create that extra capital.
And a job could be a funded proposal.
A job can be a funded proposal.
A different offer could be offer could be a funded proposal.
Yes.
There's many ways of creating capital. Billionaires have conversations of how can we create capital.
Yes.
Remember that.
Yes.
Other thing is, we've done SEO skills over the years. It's a good skill set to get into. Google has changed and everything. If you want to learn SEO skills, understand that SEO is a long game. It's more like years because you're building up your SEO skills. But the thing about SEO now, there's more competition. It's more competitive than it's ever been in the past, right? Yeah. So if you do it, make sure that you focus on a niche that doesn't have that much competition. Must have a little competition, but you don't want to have a lot of competition because it's going to be harder for you to capitalize with SEO skill sets.
Exactly.
But it is a good skill set to get into because you can combine SEO and combine relationship building content, like on your website, your blog, to communicate with your list as well, to build trust and authority on the internet.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now I'm gonna. I know you're gonna love this one. Go ahead.
Okay. So, Jamie says, what is SEO?
Search engine optimization.
That's right. It's the content that you're looking at that you're looking for specifically.
So it can get found on Bing, Yahoo, and Google.
Yes. Okay. Yep. So the next one is you've got to get social.
Yeah, social.
You got to get social.
Yeah.
The purpose of you having a social media profile is so you can be social. It's not called social networking for,
No, it's not called social media for nothing.
Yeah, it's social media, and then you network with other people. You give a piece of your life in there. You also talk about, the things that as far as wisdom over the years. You tie in business lessons with certain aspects of the business that you're learning and taking away, teaching other people. Like whatever it is that you're doing. I mean, we're on the sense of digital marketing here. So we need to focus on being social. If you're not socially engaged, like I saw somebody on one of my clients' profile telling them, I don't want you commenting on any of my posts. I just want to be the only one commenting. I'm like, what? Then don't even have us add you as a friend, dude. Seriously. Like, why would you want us to add you as a friend? If I can't comment on your page, you need to fix your settings. Like, you're not even worth having as a friend if you don't want me to comment on any of your posts. I mean, what's the point?
They need to understand social media.
They need to understand social media, exactly.
Period.
Yeah. Go to Ace and Rich's social media school. You'll learn, Exactly. But get social, position yourself on your profiles, really get stuff up there that's information-based, telling them people what you do, what you actually are about, and start talking. Start having conversations.
Yeah, and we're going to go a little bit advanced here, guys, with you a little bit now because, one thing that we've learned over time is that it's good to create your own products when you're ready, right? But you want to always learn to sell someone else's product and understand the process on how that works before you create your own.
Absolutely.
That when you create your own, you know the process of how to do it, right? It makes sense.
Yes.
So understand that anything that you create in your business, you also want to optimize it. So, and what I mean by that is when you first start something, it's going to be imperfect. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be, the way that you expect it.
No.
Okay. In a perfect world, yes, sunshine and rainbows, everything's going to be perfect. That's not going to happen here. All right. Not in business. We're going to take imperfect action. Okay. Then from there, we're going to adjust.
Yes.
Okay. So you want to, and that's what I mean by optimize. We always want to adjust. So for instance, we have our own courses and everything. And when we first launched it, it was a great success. Honestly, we adjusted even more as we were training and coaching along the way because we found ways to even improve it and make it even better.
Yeah, you add and then you take away what doesn't.
So you always want to optimize everything you create.
Yes.
Not only that, but set the prices of what you think you're worth. And I'm going to go into a little bit of mindset here, because a lot of people feel they're not worth, what they really are worth.
Because they think like a consumer.
Not only that, but it's also a relationship with money.
The relationship with money.
They're afraid to sell.
Yes.
So therefore, they'll put the price lower than it should be.
Yes.
And then they're not getting paid what they're worth. And that's very sad, because you all have gifts. You all have strengths, but you also have weaknesses. But those strengths that you have, you can capitalize and create something magnificent. And when you create this magnificent creation, you'll be able to literally price it what you're worth.
What I'm amazed at is the fact that when you create your own offer, when that time comes, you'll be surprised what your audience, your market will tell you what they want, and they'll tell you how much they'll pay you. And it's very, very interesting, because remember we did the survey a while back, and we couldn't believe, like we were talking about this offer when it was first being launched, and we didn't know what the price is. And then we were like, well, let's ask you, how much would you pay for if you had gotten coaching from Ace and Rich? My gosh, the prices that people were like literally people were wanted to pay over $50,000 for our coaching. Like they were just like 50,000, 20,000, 40,000, 30,000. It was like, whoa, like that in value. When you got people talking about you like that, you're doing something right.
Well, because you're coming from a place of service.
Come from a place of service.
That's what Jim Rome talked about.
Yes, always serving. Yes.
So the other thing is, guys, tools. We all need tools, right? We all need tools. But what kind of tools do we need? Mm-hmm. We need definitely an autoresponder. We talked about that, right? That's a given. That's a baseline right there. I mean, that is like priority number one. You need an autoresponder because you got to build your database, right? Your leads.
Yes.
The other thing that you also need is things to track your results, like ClickMagic. Track your efforts of what you're doing with your email marketing, which are driving traffic. You want to know what's working and what's not working. So therefore, you need ClickMagic. It's another tool that you need. Now, other tools could be like a keyword research software, where you could actually look at your keyword metrics and look exactly what people are searching for on a monthly basis.
Yes.
Also find out the competition, if it's too competitive, if it's a little competitive, or it's low competition, right? So that's another good tool you can use, like keyword research. There's tons of tools out there, guys, that you can use.
Of tools, yes.
But I mean, that's just one of the tools. I also like using tools like capture pages, creators. Like I have 1, 2, 3. I'm looking at a fourth one right now. I just like using different ones and create a variety, and right now I'm looking at a new one where you could build a complete funnel from scratch, and it doesn't cost as much as ClickFunnels. It's like 40 something bucks a month, and you can use an autoresponder with it as well if you want. You could attach your own cart if you want. There's another one called what's it called? I did a video on this, Kartra, and it's a freaking ripoff. It's a complete ripoff, and I really ruffled some feathers when I created a video about that. And it's a good tool, but I think it's overpriced for what they're doing. So this one I found
does the
same thing, and you're literally able to get it for like $40-something a month.
Exactly.
So amazing. I'm signing up with that. A couple of days ago I did.
Yes.
And it was amazing. And now I'm going to be putting it to practice.
Yes.
It's exciting. I love tools.
Yes.
I love tools. So.
I want to talk about the next thing about being a digital marketer you must know about. We may not really value this information, but you should, because it's essential to being a business owner.
It's important.
You need to learn to literally develop bookkeeping skills of running a business, especially bookkeeping skills. I mean, just the basics, right? You just want to know the basics of, what taxes, and then also, what can you write off for business expense? And by any means, we are not certified public accountants.
No, I could point them in the right direction.
That's what I was going to say. Like, not all CPAs know what the hell they're doing when it comes to our industry of what we do and what we could write off.
You saw me go through that.
I saw you go through it.
Our CPA, he's old school, and I told him, I said, no, I could write this off. This is a digital marketing.
Right.
We're talking about digital marketing here.
Yes.
And I said, no, you don't understand. This is a write-off.
Right.
And then he looked it up and he found out that it was.
See, but every state is different.
Yeah.
So make sure that you find somebody to help you with the bookkeeping skills, or if you have to do them yourself.
Some states pay just
save
federal.
Your records.
Yeah, some states just pay federal. A lot of states pay federal and state.
Yes.
So you have to look at that too.
Yeah, you're running a business, man. And let me tell you something. You know, there are incredible tax advantages to having a home-based business.
Huge.
But you must know and record keep everything that you possibly can. Every receipt, every investment spent, every trip you take. Everything should be documented properly and saved each and every month. So that way at the end of the year, you know what you're doing. Or if you're paying quarterly, then you know what you're doing quarterly.
Well, you know, I learned this, my first business. I bought a high ticket for, for my first business.
Yes.
And it had a pamphlet, and it had a whole bunch of CDs. And it had like Jim Rome, 12 Pillars of Success. That was awesome. And it had a lot of great information. I think it cost like, I got it for like $15.99 with a discount. It's called M1. And it taught me about financial education. And in there was a whole separate book, really fat with CDs, and a fat book about taxes for business, for what we do. And his name is Sandy Botkin. Botkin.
Yes.
And let me tell you, that man used to work for the IRS, and now he does the other side. And he teaches you like how to run your business effectively, what to write off, what you can't write off. Not only that, but I'm on his list, so I get up-to-date information. If something changes, like when Trump came in office, there was some more tax advantages, even more, that I had to learn about, but also some changes that actually change as far as when you're having meals and stuff when you travel. So there's some things you always have to keep up on and everything else like that. Very important running a digital marketing business.
You don't want to get audited.
Yeah, definitely.
So be mindful of that. You don't want to get audited. Save every receipt and make sure it's for business expenses.
Exactly. So you must develop the necessary skills, guys, when it comes to running a digital marketing business. You must develop these skills.
The other thing is budgeting. Budgeting is so important. Like, if you're building a business and you're just operating your business on the whim of your paycheck, you can't do that for too long. You have to learn to budget specific dollars amounts every single month for specific things that you need to operate your business. Otherwise, you're not in profit. You're not building a profitable business. You're building a nonprofit organization from the comfort of your own home. So make sure you understand that you must budget everything. Now, Rich, why don't you break down some of the things that should be budgeted for?
Well, definitely, you got to budget for your tools, right? Because those are expenses. You also have to budget your traffic every single week. I say every week because I got in the habit of doing every single week.
Right.
You have to budget also, you got your CPA coming up. You got to do that. You got to budget, you got your bills, you got your business bills, you got your house bills. You have to budget all those things. And here's a tip I'm going to give you guys when you start growing. I created this habit that really helped me with my business, and it changed my mindset. Always, like for me, when my rent is due, so if you have mortgage or rent, when my rent is due, I always pay it like a month earlier, right? Or 2 months earlier.
Yes.
Now, why do I do that? This is a business. It's not a job where you're just going to go to work and you're guaranteed a paycheck every single week.
Exactly.
It doesn't work that way as an entrepreneur. You have to produce as an entrepreneur.
Yes.
Right? Just, you heard all the different things we talked about, building a relationship, SEO, all those different things we talk about. Those are skill sets you're creating, but understand it's not a job.
No.
Okay? These are profits coming in, not wages.
That's
wages
right.
are every single week. Profits come in when the profits come in.
Yes.
I mean, profits, you can kill profits in 1 week. What about next week? So you always have to make sure that you're allocating money aside for your bills, for your business bills, like your tools, right?
Right.
Your for network marketers, auto ships, right? For affiliate marketing, you just have to pay monthly for the back office, right?
Yes.
So these different things you have to really take into account, and you have to budget it, and you have to make sure that when you're actually, working, take care of your bills first, and whatever's left over, allocate the budget for the rest of the stuff. Like, like your monthly, for your affiliate marketing business back office, or on top of that, your traffic. No matter how little it is, the important thing is to allocate that income and make sure it's every single week. If your job pays every 2 weeks, every single 2 weeks, okay? But once you go free, once you cut the cord, okay, you're going to shift a whole new mindset. So for me, I love paying my rent like a month to 2 months in advance. It gives me ample time to create more capital.
Yes, it does.
You see the mindset, what I'm talking about here?
Mm-hmm.
And nobody's going to talk about this to you because they frankly don't care.
No.
They just care about just getting in your wallet.
That's it.
We care about teaching you to be an entrepreneur.
Yes.
That's the key here, right? When you learn to be an entrepreneur, you learn the truth, you learn the facts.
Yes.
You're very well prepared.
That's what, and it's a beautiful feeling to know that you're able to pay your rent or your mortgage like 2 months in advance, because when you do that, you're being smart.
Yeah.
You know, you're being smart, and now you can use the money for traffic or other things for the business.
Pay your car payment.
Yeah.
Every car payment has interest. You can pay more, so the interest goes a lot lower.
Yeah.
And you can start seeing your principal literally start to drop a lot faster.
Exactly.
There's a lot of things, a lot of great benefits to being a digital marketer.
One thing I did know that we did not talk about, and this is a very big tip: do not combine your income with your profits in your same bank account. Make sure that you have a business account assigned for all funds that that come in and go out.
Right. And in the beginning, you could set a regular checking account. That's okay.
Right.
But make sure that you separate it from one bank. I got 3 banks, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got 3 banks. Mm-hmm. One for investments, one's for business, one's for personal.
See that?
So
gotta get organized.
Yeah.
Don't make the mistake of doing that, because then it makes it hard for, the IRS. It makes it hard for bookkeeping. It makes it hard to, find transactions that get lost, or maybe, activity that happens fraudulently. And then it's combined with your personal income. You don't want to do that. You want to have like a separate account for each thing.
Yeah. I want you to think about literally the fact that what we share with you today is very important. It's huge. It literally can help you take your business to the next level. I mean, literally help you combine your efforts of your skill sets, but also real life marketing skill sets. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to take questions right now, guys. So let's get some questions here. Okay.
Any questions?
Okay, cool. Waiting for more questions to happen right now. Okay, let's see here. Nancy Parson, mine is all personal right now. I just put funds in a business account. Awesome. Okay. Awesome. Smart.
Yes, you got to do that.
Angeline says, great financial tips. I can only share from experience, guys.
That's it.
It has helped me. And my third bank was just recently open because I've gotten into investing. Okay. And with investing, you want to separate that to a different account versus your personal or your business. Okay. Very, very important.
What about a money market? Angeline is asking.
You can do a money market account, absolutely, because with that money market account, you could actually create more capital that way. A lot of people actually do that instead of a checking. They can open up a money market. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can do that.
Do you guys pay quarterly? Do you guys pay quarterly? I do for my funded.
Yeah, we have to.
You have to pay quarterly.
Yeah. You have to look at your earnings, and you could estimate what you're paying quarterly and stuff like that.
Exactly. And in the very beginning, you don't really incorporate, you're a sole proprietor if you're working alone, but if you're working with a partnership, that's when you really need to speak to somebody of an expert. Maybe perhaps somebody at the Small Business Administration can give you some advice about incorporating and what titleship you should be incorporating under, like an LLC or an LLP. You can do that. It depends on, what's happening in the business, right? But if it's just you in this industry, we're mostly independent contractors. So we are all known as, Schedule C. That's what we do. That's who we are.
In the beginning, you could do sole proprietor. Then from there, you can go to like an S Corp, LLC.
Yes.
Different things like that. Let's see here. Nancy Barr says, I have my LLC already. Yeah. Awesome. S corp is good too. Let's see here. And we can go into like more advanced stuff of like incorporating in different states.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff.
It's different, you know, for everybody. Yeah, independent contractor. That's what you are. Sole proprietorship.
Yeah, I mean, even like as an affiliate marketer, you're really a contractor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You just want to make sure that, and this is something you need to consider too. You know, the good thing about being a digital marketer is you don't have your hands in physical products that you either buy wholesale, sell retail, and then take all the risks.
Yeah.
When you're an affiliate, the company is the one responsible, not you. You are just the one that's just referring traffic. You drive and you get referrals. You get paid for those referrals as a middleman. And that's pretty much it. Unless you create your own offer and things like that, and it's more info based, you don't have nothing to worry about when it comes to physical products that has to do anything with improving somebody's health or quality of life. That is not in your, not even your problem. If something happens to a customer and they have a reaction or something like that, you don't take the risk. And being an LLC, they're going to come after the LLC when they sue you.
Right.
Yeah.
And that will save your behind.
That will save your behind, so they don't come after your personal stuff, you know? So things you have to consider. Hey,
Mike Rowe, how you doing, buddy? It's like, hello.
Hey, here's one of our team members right there. Meth Move. Hey, Meth. Good to see you.
Meth, I have several autoresponders, but I'm kind of narrowed down to two now. The one I use is Aweber for eons, and I've gotten great results with that. But there's one new one I'm looking into right now. I just signed up. Is you could create funnels like ClickFunnels. So instead of spending like $300 a month for ClickFunnels for their autoresponder and all their stuff, you can do this like for like $50 a month, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yes.
So it's an autoresponder all in one. Yes. Funnel builders from scratch. Use your own checkout page. There's a lot of stuff you can do with that. Okay, cool.
Mike
5:52. Let's take some more questions.
Mike Crow says, hello, YouTube. Hi.
I just said that.
Yeah. I'm catching on. I'm throwing. Darn sinuses.
Yeah, but you know what? I did the same thing to you before.
What's it called? Rihanna. What's it called? What's what called?
The other software that I just signed up with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have to look it up. It's a weird name. And I'll get back to you on that.
We can send you a private message, Rihanna. Just make sure that you add us as a friend if we're not friends yet. If we are, great. And just send us a message.
I always have a backup autoresponder, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Aweber is always my backup autoresponder, like my main. So when I go test and do different things, I always want to leave, my foundation set. You never want to jump from one to the other.
Right.
You want to always have your main and then start building the other one, because let's say it doesn't work out.
Right.
You're screwed, right? But if you're smart, you always leave your foundation alone.
Exactly.
Yeah. Cool beans. So guys, as you know, we have a lot of students that have invested in Ace and Rich. We've been teaching list building mastery combined with social media. And it's been a great success. We have pretty much over 30 students now.
Over 30 plus students
and
right now.
We have helped them understand list building from scratch.
Which is awesome.
We talk about segmentations. We talk about list building. We talk about how to create buyers from scratch, how to understand different offers, life cycles of offers, different things like that are necessary to understand digital marketing, internet marketing for that reason. We take a brand new person, has no clue, no experience, and they literally could start seeing results in their business.
So there's some great hand holding here.
Yeah, I got messages today.
If you're lacking that, this is the place to be.
I got a message today that was really heartfelt.
Yeah.
And I wanted to share with you because.
Oh, you did, huh?
Yeah.
Let me see. I didn't see it.
Because,
I've been working in the other office, so I need to know what this special message is.
It was really, really nice, and I got a little emotional when I read it because this is why we do what we do, you know. Let's see, I got a message here from Margaret. She says, I just got a new sign up. Do I need to contact her? I have not had someone sign up that I don't even know. Wow, I'm so happy. So she don't even know this person, and they just signed up on autopilot, which is really, really cool.
Yeah.
And that's such a good feeling when you earn your first sale. And I told her, I said, that's awesome. I said, more to come. I'm gonna teach you some more stuff. And then she says, finally, all that time, I've been doing this for 4 years, and I've not known what I've been doing. Thank you for coming into my life.
That's sweet.
And I'm like, I go, you're welcome. I will be teaching you more things to help you in your business, I told her. So just messages like that, is
really
the reason why we do what we do.
Yes, absolutely.
Is to take someone who's been struggling and doesn't understand what to do and just, hold their hand a little bit, right? Like guide them in the right direction, because what I do is I do it for you. All right. I set everything up for you, and then I do it with you for a little while. And then we go to group class coaching to learn more about list building strategies and different things that are always evolving and changing. And last night's training is going to be combined with that. So I'm super excited for the future using AI, with actual list building strategies. It's just going to change everyone's business. And I just like literally inside right now, I'm like crawling, man. I'm just so excited when I think about this stuff. And when I get a message like that, I feel that gratitude that I could be a part of that, right? Or you could be a part of that, or we could be a part of that, and we could all grow together and work together, which is really, really cool. And that's the reason why we put this list building mastery program together, this mentorship program, so we could all do things together and grow together. I don't like to see nobody left behind. Ace don't like to see nobody left behind.
No.
If we're all working together, we could learn and grow from each other.
Yes.
And that, my friends, is the best type of mastermind that you could ever create in your business.
Tracy says, I'm really excited about the AI we heard about last night. Do you think this will blow up really quick? And how do you think it will change the industry? Very good questions.
Oh, God. That's going to change the industry by storm. Like, it's literally going to, and not that it hasn't been around for a little while, but this was a new twist. It's not like the way everybody else is using it. It's totally unique the way it's being done.
Yes.
And it's just a new approach.
Yes.
That people are going to have first dibs on, and it's just going to be incredible. I think it's going to just literally blow things up fairly quickly. We're going to be able to get a lot more response because, in the marketing space, with anything with list building, you're fighting for attention, right?
Yes.
So when you're fighting for attention, it's a better way to get that attention from this type of strategy, and you're going to get even more attention that you haven't gotten before in the past anyways. So yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be huge. It's going to be incredible.
David Toomey says, I am a 2-finger typer and I seem to be getting dyslexic. It takes me hours to do an AM email. Can I use the microphone feature on my laptop? Sorry for the negativity.
No, that's not negative, actually.
That's not negative.
That's just you thinking outside the box and figuring out a different way to create more leverage for yourself.
Right.
Right? Because everybody does things differently.
Right.
Yes, you can. You can go into, I think it's Google Docs, and in the Docs section.
In the Google Docs section, there is a voice-to-text feature that you can actually use. I use it when I need to take like quick notes, or you can do it from your mobile phone too. At the same time, you can use the speaker feature on your mobile phone and talk through it, but make sure it's voice to text. And just be mindful because it's a regular microphone, and it's not like Dragon Dictation, which Dragon Dictation is more of an app that you can download from your mobile phone. You can do iPhone from the iOS, or you can do also you can do Android, right? But you want to look for Dragon Dictation because that will pick up more of your syllables when you speak. It'll pick up your sound, and you have to practice with your voice, and then it goes right into it. And then people use Dragon Dictation for writing blog posts, articles.
Yeah, you can use Dragon.
A lot of bloggers use it too.
Yeah, you can use Dragon. I know there were problems with Dragon before, being former Geek Squad.
Yeah.
Dragon is a good program. However, it's very heavy, and it takes up a lot of resources on your computer, and it could freeze up too.
So you got
to be careful. That's why I've been seeing more people use
Google
Docs.
Google Docs.
It's very light. It's cloud based, so you don't have to install it on your computer, and you're able to literally dictate, with the actual document. Here's the thing: when you dictate, make sure that when you do it and pause. Okay.
Yes.
Do a sentence and pause.
Yes.
And look at it and then fix it, because you don't want to keep talking and you got to fix all this stuff. You're like,
no,
oh my God.
You have to speak the punctuation. So if you say period, right?
Yeah.
Space. You have to learn how to talk like this. Is funny, right? And you go, why did the chicken cross the road? ? Like you have to talk like this, and it will record it and put the text for you, so you don't have to type it out.
Yeah. Hope that helped, buddy.
Yeah. I'm a 2-finger typer as well. Dave, don't feel that you're alone.
I graduated to 3. I was a 2-type poker.
I'm the fast typist in the relationship.
Yeah, I graduated to 3. So
how fast can I type?
Over 80 words per minute.
He's seen me in action.
And she'll like do this, and she'll look at me. What do you want for dinner? What are you in the mood for?
Yeah.
And I'm like, how are you doing that?
I can look at him and type with my eyes closed too.
I can't
do
do
that.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
So David, that's not negative. It's just
No.
you're being smart by thinking that way because you're finding a way to leverage your time and yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. And you know what? That's fine.
Excellent question.
It's a great question. Get creative, whatever can save your time. I got another tip for you when it comes to digital marketing. Learn your shortcut keys on your keyboard. I can't tell you how many times that has saved me.
Oh, God, yeah.
Like, if I get a lot of messages from a bunch of people, let's say I get 50, to 100 messages, which I do, and I need to, cut it down. So I'll break it down by, 5 to 7 at a time. And what I do is the shortcut I use is I can hold down the control key on the keyboard, and I grab the mouse, and I click on every person's profile in Facebook, and I open up the tabs one by one. And now I can use each tab, and I can communicate at a time without having to go, I'm done with one. Now I got to go to profile, click this again, let it wait to load, open up. No, I open simultaneously and I work in Windows. That's how you do it. So, you got to use your shortcut keys.
So understand, guys, we've been, doing this for a while. We're helping people really understand digital marketing. And I'm telling you right now, guys, if you've been struggling and you've been like I just can't take it anymore. I keep, signing up for this, signing up for that. And I never, ever have anybody give me any guidance. I never learn how to do something.
Right.
They just give me a whole bunch of stuff and then I get stuck and I don't even know what to do. Right. I'm confused. I'm overwhelmed more than before. Okay. We put a link together called aceandrichcall.com. You could actually book an appointment with us and we can get on the horn and we can tell you all about the special mentorship program that we put together. So you could start really knowing exactly what you need to do. So there's no mystery anymore. We took the mystery out of digital marketing and internet marketing. Okay?
Exactly. And, our door is always open, but, we definitely want to pre-screen everyone that actually comes through this process. So, there are no other websites other than you're going to go straight to our calendar. You're going to see what we're available for and what day and what time. Pick it. Answer one simple question on that form. Let us know what is your biggest challenge when it comes to make money online and when you're trying to build a business. Where are you stuck at and how come, you came to us that you would like us to help you, and then book that call so we can have that. And then after that, we're going to decide and work together on the best possible solution to really point you in the right direction to, it could be working with one of our coaching programs that we have put together, or we can point you in the right direction with the right business.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So we are here for you. Okay. And with that being said, we will see you very soon on a new live. And I want to thank you for being on this live with us today. And stay tuned for next week, all our students and everything. Monday, we're going to be doing List Building Mastery class. And all the new people who are just signed up to List Building Mastery, looking forward to working with you next week. We have a couple new people that actually signed up. And it's going to be very exciting for those as well. So I'm excited for them. Because I'm going to be taking a huge burden away from them. So, all right, guys, have a great day. Have a great weekend. And we'll see you on a new live very soon.
Take care, everybody. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.